All right, well, I have a whole pile of slides. I literally have a grocery bag full, which is probably thousands of them. And I've got all different kinds here. A lot of the Kodachrome, remember that? Is that making you sing that song in your head now? It got me for sure. And then there's some newer ones, which were like, I think they were blacks. Some of them have, yeah, see Black's Photo Lab, which is a local lab here in Ontario. But Kodachrome was popular in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. A lot of these are from 1972 to 78, maybe 80. So they're like, quite a few years old already. Now, first of all, you're going to have a lot of fun because you can hold it up to your computer screen. The light shines through and you get to see what all the old slides were. And then you get to ask your family, like, what was this one? What was that one? Because these actually came from my in-laws. So a lot of them are like from my husband when he was a kid. And so it's been a lot of fun. So we've been having fun with that. But honestly, the slides are all on videos now, and we have several thousand of these, so we can certainly sacrifice a few. So there's pictures of like my sister-in-law just walking along, and she's in the 1970s here, so she's 20 years old, not even 20. She's a teenager there. So it's a lot of fun. You look back at the styles and stuff, but then you think, oh, what can I do with these things? Because they're kind of running out of, really, I don't have any space. So I figured I would take them apart and see what I could come up with. So let me show you. These ones are plastic, right? So some of them are plastic, some of them are paper. So these ones are plastic, the newer ones, and they just kind of pop right apart if you mess around with them a little bit. And you can see, you can get it open and you can get the slide right out. All right, that is super easy. And then you can save this for something else. That's both my sister-in-laws when they were much younger, Joan and Karen. If any of the Rutherford family is watching, Joan and Karen, see that? So you can see the pictures if they're well taken. So that makes it kind of fun, right? So I'm just going to put that over there and I'll save that for later. And I might use that for something else. So now I have this frame that is empty and I can do so many things with this. This is where the fun begins. So I did the plastic ones and I have the Kodachrome ones. Now these are got here. I'll move these out of the way. So off to the side. And I'm going to take a very sharp knife, right? Mine is, you use them for craft knives and stuff like that. And you can look, and I don't know if you can see it, but right there, it looks like it was glued together. So you need to just take your little knife and be careful and try and pry it apart, right? Just get it started. That's all you're really trying to do. So that's what I figured out to do. Worked for me. So I start prying it apart like that. It's not going to be perfect, but you're going to glue it back together, all right? So you might sacrifice one or two. Not great, so I want to go do it again and get closer to the center without cutting myself, right? And I don't want to sacrifice the front. I would rather sacrifice the back because the front is what everybody recognizes. So there's the front. I don't want that to be cut. Right? Back here would be fine, but right now I want to be able to pull it apart like this. And look, it comes apart. There's your slide. You just lift that up. It's glued in, I think. Pull it out, and you have your slide. But you also have your frame. Now, if you want to keep this just like that Kodachrome and keep, for the age, that's perfect. So I'm going to do one more. And I imagine once you've done a whole bunch of them, you'd be good. So you can see where it's, let's play around with it. There we go. And then it comes apart. Like I say, you're going to be gluing these back together anyway. But try and be careful with the paper ones. There we go. Pull that out. And you have your Kodachrome frame. Pretty cool, huh? So the plastic ones are easy because they just pop open, right? They're not even glued shut. I think there must be some kind of special clamp they used to close them originally, like these, because they are pretty well sealed, okay? So put those over there. So we have a few of these started. And so what I thought I would do is I decided I was going to fill the frames with some different things rather than the pictures that were in there. So I grabbed self-adhesive laminating sheets. This was, I used them for something else, but what was left over that I didn't use was this plastic. Can you see this? All right, so I am literally going to cut plastic just the size of those frames, maybe twice. I want that to fit in there. I want it to not show behind the frame, right? So I want it to be flush, or inside is even better, okay? So I want to trim that down so it's just slightly smaller than the frame. So you can do one if you like, and then you can attach stuff to this side, right? Or you can do two, one on top of the other, and you can slide some things into the middle between those two, which is what I'm going to do now. All right, so I decided I wanted to do, I'm doing kind of a Christmas in July theme right now. So I have some paper napkins here, and I think that this, maybe one of these little red ones would be great. So I'm going to trim that out if this is going to work. All right, so I'm going to just take my paper napkin, find and decide. I haven't tried it with the napkins yet, guys. It might not work. We're going to find out for ourselves, right? So take your little napkin or whatever and slide it between those two layers of plastic you put in there. Close it up, and look, you can now, you have it sandwiched in there. Can you see that? So you can put it, of course, where you like, right? And let me show you one that I did that I'm really pleased with. This is a butterfly from this card. So I just cut a piece of the butterfly from this card off and then sandwiched it between the two and then glued this back together, okay? I'm not crazy about this one, so I'm going to do something else. All right, so what else do I have here? You could do, oh, this might be a good idea. I think I'm going to take a letter. It's a sticker. It's just a sticker, okay? And it's going to fit in there. So maybe I'm going to do, as a Christmas ornament, I'm going to do somebody's name, and their last name starts with D. And they're old enough to appreciate the slides. You know, they maybe have been around. Maybe they were the ones that gave you the slides. So I'm going to take the letter, and I'm going to pop it onto that one that's in there. Make sure it's centered, more or less. You don't need two for this one. You just use one of the pieces, okay? So we've got that. We could add little bits, and I've actually cut out some hearts. Let me see if I can show you. I cut out some hearts with paper cutter, and I cut them from some of the slides. Okay, so definitely take advantage of the slides too. I cut them from some of that. So I could take some of the, and I cut them from cards and wherever else. So I could put a couple of hearts on there. So first I'm going to glue that on. All right. Now I have a couple different kinds of glue here, and I'm going to put some wax paper underneath so I don't make a mess. Well, I'll make a mess, but it won't get everywhere, right? So that's crafting for me. So I'm going to take some of this glue, and I'm going to, you can use acid-free if you have it. I do, but not everybody does. I'm just using clear, Alien's clear gel tacky. It's a good glue. Alien's is always good. And I'm just going to put some glue on here. I want to get right to the edges. That's the most important part, outside edges, okay? Because that's where it's going to make it look like you never took this thing apart. Somehow you amazingly, miraculously got this letter in there. All right, pop that in there. And then you're going to want to do the other side as well. So if you've trimmed it small enough, you can do this in one shot, but I did not. Get your gluey fingers out of the way. I'm going to glue in here, again along the edge, okay? And then I'm probably going to, I like to use my hands when I craft, guys. So it doesn't squish where I don't want it. I'm going to flatten this out. And hang on, wipe my fingers. I'm going to smooth that down. and let the glue dry. And one of the things I have found that makes it faster and easier is if you take some clothespins and you just clamp down on a few areas while it's drying, then it dries nice and firm where you want it. So that's one way to go. All right. So while we're waiting for that to dry, I'll just show you a few others that I've done. All right. So that's one that I think I tore a little bit there. So we'll put that over there and let it dry. Here's another one I thought of we could do. And this would be, you don't even need to put the plastic in it, okay? So I have a stamp here. It says thank you. The other one said love you or something. I think I have it stamped on some paper. Oh, there we go. So I stamped out some stamps and they're going to fit inside, right? So you can thank you and put it in anything else. You can just cut those out, fit them inside the frame and call it good, all right? So make sure they fit in your frame though, because if they don't, you're out of luck. So stamp as much as you want, right? However you love it, but use your frame as your guide, right? And then just cut this out, trim it down so it fits inside your frame. And look, I love this. Actually, I love this look best of all, where you just have the words from an old book. This is an old Gulliver's Travels book, and you'll see some other ones that I've done with this sort of look as well. So with your stamp, put it where you want it to be. Make sure it's situated on the side you want it to be on, and then you glue it in there. Okay, so I think I want that on this side, or do I? No, I want it the other side. And you just have to play around with these until you're happy with the presentation, right? So there you have your paper, and I want to make sure that's down there, so I need to trim that a bit more. Look in there. See, it's not perfectly straight or anything like that, guys, but once you put the frame on it, who's going to know but us, right? So there you go. All right, and then we would put a little glue in here. Actually, I'm going to put a little light right there and just use my fingers. That's going to be easier. So you can have a little more control. And if you have a brush or a better way, just let me know. So there we go. I'm going to slide that over. And there we have it. So that's I want to glue that shut. You can staple it shut. You can hot glue it shut. I'm just using what I happen to have sitting right here right now. And like I said, clamp it with some clothespins. And you can get these little teeny tiny clothespins, which I think would be great for holding it to, hanging it from if you were going to hang it. So I'm making some Christmas ornaments, guys, is what I'm planning on doing. So I'm going to let that dry as well. So we have 2 of them drying, right? So that's just a couple of ideas. Let me show you some other ideas that I came up with while I was getting a little crazy with these. So I made, there you saw, with a hymnal, one of the plastic ones with a hymnal, okay? Then I also took, I cut the edges off of some of these and I put it in between the 2 layers of plastic like this. So you can put little things in there, little mustard seeds or hearts or whatever you like. So I did that. All right. Then I just took my stamp or my cutter as I was cutting it out, and I didn't even pull this apart. I just cut that out of there to see if I could get the little hearts shaped, and I did. So there's another way. Then this is the one I was telling you. This is from the book Gulliver's Travels. So I took some of the wording from Gulliver's Travels and then one of the page titles and did that. Then I took another one and I covered the outside with the paper, put the Gulliver's Travels in between, sandwiched it in between 2 layers of plastic, and that was a page title that I just tore out of the book instead of cutting out. And I showed you this one and this one before probably. These were from the card, from a card that I had that I just did these with cards. So I cut out pieces from cards and put them on there and created these kind of things. So the plan now is for Christmas time, I'm going to make some special ones, right? So I'm going to take something like, where is my I have this, it's a hole puncher, okay? It's for doing grommets, I think it is, but it's really heavy duty hole puncher, so it punches right through the plastic, okay? So say this is a Christmas song, and I want to put a hole in here so that I can hang this from the Christmas tree, all right? This works way better than a regular hole puncher. You just punch a hole in there, all right? And you grab your trim, whatever you're going to use, all right? And run it through your hole. Decorate this as much as you want with a little bow or things like that. And then I'm going to tie these together. This is going to be some special ornaments that are going to hang from the tree. And I'm going to give one to each of the family members that's in the photos. Now, it won't be their slide. It'll just be the cover from their slide with a special little Christmas idea from me. So that's one that's going to be using these tags, these Kodachrome folders that came from the slides that they gave me that are part of the family history. So I hope that you enjoyed the video. I hope that you will give it a try and show me what you make with your slides. Now let me see, where else are we? Let's get them all back here. So we have this guy here. It's still drying. All right. And then we have this one here. What I figured out to do with all these slides, right? Isn't that fun? I thought it turned out really well. I'm really happy with that because I couldn't find any great ideas that use these slides in a way that honored them for their history and also was pretty and would be a well-received gift from anybody that you're going to give them to. So I hope you enjoyed the video and let me know if you give it a try.